Okay. Good morning all. I tried to do this to Facebook yesterday, YouTube, and failed miserably. And what I discovered is Facebook has a new rule after the Christchurch disaster, well, massacre, let's call it for what it was, tragedy. After that, Facebook introduced a new policy that said you can't stream live from a mobile unless you have 1,000 subscribers. Now, I've got an old YouTube channel. I've actually got 350, I think, when I used to make web design tutorial videos. Anyway, and so now I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back to live streaming on Facebook, and I'll save a copy and I'll upload it to YouTube, because as I thought I said yesterday in my video, I do intend to try and make an audience out of this, because I want to try and encourage more people to commute. It's as simple as that. Now, I think a half an hour commute to work using either any type of bike, but particularly an e-bike, just makes so much sense. And hopefully, maybe I'll inspire someone, who knows? Because I don't think we can rely upon governments to fix the environmental challenges we have. I think it's up to us as individuals. I reckon I think also that, you know, even short of environmental challenges, even when we talk about traffic challenges, traffic challenges. There's one there. Let's see how many cars out of the next 10 that pass me don't meet the description of single passenger short trip. Now, obviously I can't make a judgment on how long the person's driving, but the reality is most of us, when we hop in our car, particularly in the mornings, where one person in a car going a short distance, and so far I'm yet to see there's someone there. Okay, so that's 2 cars out of the last 10 that have passed me that haven't had just a single person. And it's that stuff, it's the single person short trip vehicle trips that, you know, clog up our roads. Anyway, someone messaged me the other day after watching this video and said, do I ride this bike on the weekends? Well, to that person, Luke, no. It's a short answer, and in fact not just no ever. It's well, actually that's a lie. I have, but it was Jess was away. I had no car. It was at night. I had to do some shopping, so I did shopping with this bike. and it was on a weekend. So yes, in fact, maybe it was on a weekday night. When I decided to get an e-bike, something I was really keen on is to make sure I got something really purposeful. I'm not saying that's for everyone, I get it. You know, some people might like to go and ride an e-mountain bike on the weekend and commute on it. That's fine, go hard. For me though, those that know me, probably be no surprise to you to know that I've got a couple of bikes. I'll show you our garage one time. So the idea behind this bike was, it was purely utilitarian. So it's best described as a flat bar roadie. It's got 40-ish mil tyres. Didn't come with that, came with slightly... Morning, mate. Good. Nice and brisk. It came with slightly skinnier tyres. I put these on after Ali Denham recommended them. Thank you. But it's aluminium. It's hopefully very rugged. It already came with mud guards, even though I've swapped them over for something that was a bit better quality, didn't rattle quite so much. The mud guards that came on it, they were just a little bit flimsy. I get it, I'm not blaming them. They were okay, but I was at Commuter Cycles. Is it Commuter Bikes? Commuter Cycles in Brunswick. And they've got such a beautiful shop there that I just couldn't help but spend a little bit of coin. I got this bell there from there as well. Anyway, so this already had mud guards. It already had a rack. I put some pannier bags on it. It had integrated lights. It had belt drive, which I've mentioned. Everything is designed for one thing and one thing only: getting from A to B efficiently in a commuter environment. And that's what I got. So, Luke, no, I don't ride this on the weekends. I ride different bikes. What did someone call it the other day? Acoustically aspirated bikes. So back to why I'm doing these videos. Right nor wrong, I have decided to try and join the publish yourself type of movement. I'd like to think I'm not a bandwagon jumper, because I was doing it for different reasons. Well, we did it with our MTV Skills business. Those that know Jess and I will remember that. I produced lots of videos. I did it for promotion of the forest mountain bike trails and forest in general. I used to do it for our events. And way back when, I also did it, I did a few things to help promote Christian Snorenson's events. And I used to produce how-to instructional videos for web developers on a particular topic. If you go and Google my name on YouTube, you'll find some old ones. Anyway, so the point is, it's nothing new to me. And my purpose is to develop an audience I know of a lot of so-called bike bloggers, and from what I've been able to tell, they're almost exclusively North American. If you know of an Australian bike blogger, commuter blogger, I'd love to know. Obviously I know some of them. Ali Denham, Cycling About. If you haven't watched Ali's not, I wouldn't call Ali a blogger. I'd call him a film producer. He makes, and this isn't a derogative term, he makes highly edited, beautiful videos about his journey cycling the world. Cycling About, check that out. I first met Ali when he rode, so he's this seemingly mild-mannered bike packer who, those who competed in the first Otway 300 that we ran, they will remember him for often tearing people's legs off when he partnered with Paul Vanderploeg. They didn't win that year, but they certainly made a very good account of themselves. Anyway, Ali Denham, Cycling About, monster. Hey buddy, morning, thank you. Yeah, Cycling About. So I know of a number of cycling bloggers or bike bloggers, but I think I want to join that, have a go myself, because as I said, I really have, you know, I think I'm a little guilty. I feel a little guilty that it took me so long as a lifelong cyclist, took me so long to recommit to being a full-time commuter. Now, Jess Douglas will back me up on this. It's not the first time in my life I've done it. When Jess and I lived in Sydney in Bondi Junction, we didn't even own a car. We commuted everywhere. I was in the Navy at first, and I commuted to the ship at Woolloomooloo from Rose Bay. And then later on, I was a bicycle courier. So that's commuting and working on a bike. But again, commute into the city, ride your bike all day working, and then commute home. Then there was another time on the Gold Coast. On the Gold Coast, we had a car, but our daughter Saskia was only recently born, and you know, Jess needed the car, so it just made more sense for me to, and, you know, I was much younger, I was very fit then, I was racing bikes a lot. Anyway, so the point is, I'm a lifelong cyclist, and it's taken me a long time to, let me say, recommit to being a full-time commuter. I was going to go a different way today, wasn't I? Oh, I still can. I was going to go through the city. Anyway, so I think I'm guilty. I feel guilty that it's taken me so long to get back into commuting full time, and that's why I think it's my responsibility to try, where I can, to maybe encourage a few others to do the same. E-bikes have completely changed the way in which not just people like me who've ridden all my life, all our lives, not just people like me, how we look at bikes. Because some of us are a little bit snobby when it comes to e-bikes, and I get it, I understand. Not judging people for being a bit snobby about that, but oh, this is a bit horrible, isn't it? Why'd I come here? Anyway, I'm here now. Yeah, this is poo. This isn't my commute. Go on, love, you gonna go? No, we're not gonna go. Well, then I'm gonna go this way. But for ordinary people, as in, shall I say, non-cyclists, an e-bike just makes the proposition so much more achievable. So much more achievable. Oh, this is no better. Anyway, never mind. Those that know Geelong will say, we're saying right now, why the hell have you gone this way? Yeah, I know. I want to go over the bridge, and I meant to go down Mallet Street. Anyway, never mind. I'm already a little bit late for work. No drama. Took Maxie for a walk this morning. It's been cold mornings and Max has been missing out a little. I was talking about this to a friend the other day. You know, I know this type of infrastructure is not as good as a dedicated lane, but I tell you, I would take this over not that any day of the week, because I think what a painted lane or a cycling lane indication, even just a symbol, I think what it does is it gives people, i.e. drivers, the understanding that that I'm allowed to be there. Not only allowed to be there, I'm kind of rightfully there. The problem I have with dedicated infrastructure is that it's so bloody expensive. And so consequently it's not done much, but at least this, even though, yes, I know, that door could open, and I don't know if it's going to open, but at least, as I said, it gives drivers some type of indication that, hey, I'm allowed to be here. Please don't yell at me. Morning. Thanks to all the people who've pointed out maybe some of my minor traffic infringements. Appreciate that. I'll try and do better. I'd like to think I'm very safe and very respectful and mindful of other road users. So I just hope that those people that have pointed out those minor infractions, I just hope you never, well, I know you wouldn't, particularly the three people who I won't name, the 3 people I'm thinking of, the 3 of you are probably perfect drivers, I know that, so forgive me. I'll try and do better. I'll be more like you. Sorry. Anyway. Whee! Little pro tip. During the daytime, I don't turn my integrated lights on because they suck the power just a little. So I figure I've got 2 much brighter flashes. The integrated light is just a steady light anyway, which in my opinion, steady lights during the day are almost useless, in my opinion. So I've got 2 bright flashes there and 3 at the back, all flashing, all very bright. So therefore, I don't turn my integrated lights on during the day. And then at night, I turn them on, mainly to not just be seen, but also help me see. But then I often turn this one in dark areas. If I'm not on the road, if I'm on a path, I'll turn this one on to actually be able to see. Be able to see better, I should say. My Ride bike shop coming up. New Bicycle Superstore branded shop, run by Billy Joe. Hi, it's alright, no worries. Just let her know I'm there. That shop's run by Billy Joe Shearsby, local man about town. Once upon a time rode around in circles for about 4,000 metres with a couple other blokes and did it pretty quick. Ended up with a rainbow. One of the other blokes' names was O'Grady something or other. Used to call this speed jumping in BMX. Lift your front wheel up and place it on the downslope of the jump. Did you teach me that, Rob Watkins? Situations like that is where an e-bike that is governed to Australian legal standards, which is not only 250 watt output, but also speed limited. Well, the output is speed limited, as in beyond 26k an hour, the motor stops giving you assistance. I haven't tuned this bike. I know plenty of have. That's their decision. I'm not going to judge you for that. Your call. Of course, it's totally illegal. Don't know what the fine is, or even if there is one, or any penalty, whatever. But one of the downsides of an e-bike in a situation like that back there, where you had a dip in the road, particularly this e-bike, even without a big load in it, It probably weighs 18 kilo, I think, and 16, maybe 16 unloaded, as in nothing in the panniers. What happens is you go down, you get a run up, you're on 30k an hour, and then as you start to go up the other side, because of the weight of the bike, it feels like you're in quicksand until the motor kicks in, and the motor won't kick in until 25 or so, and it'll bring you back up to 26. So, you know, I guess that's where, and who knows, maybe legislation will change. I think that's where, and many have said it about e-bikes, that, and yeah, I'm probably in this camp, but, you know, I'm not going to bitch about it. I love e-bikes, but it's probably where thanks mate, you'd still be able to accelerate hard up to 200 and then whatever, okay, but lift it up to about 29, because that way, like right now I'm doing 26, and yeah, I'm not pushing, I'm just turning the pedals over. It's beautiful. It's kind of, it's the way I've learned. Experience has shown me that unless I'm trying to do a little workout, which sometimes I do, mind you, I am still sweating just a little bit right now. Experience has shown me that, mate, it's actually easier and nicer on an e-bike to pull it back to about 26k an hour. And just, you know, right now, the motor's just ever so slightly just tapping me along to keep me at 26. And I find it better. Anyway, so at 26, traffic's doing 60. We'll be generous and say that's doing 55 on average. Therefore, we're talking about 25k, 30k an hour impact if there was to be a collision. Well, those same engineers will tell you that every kilometre an hour slower reduces the chance of major injury. So therefore, if a bicycle's going faster, and hi mate, thank you, cheers mate. For every kilometre an hour faster a bike goes, if he's hit by from behind, or she's hit by from behind, that will, in theory, reduce the impact speed. So it also makes you, shall I say, less frustrating to motorists. People watching at home right now are probably thinking, oh my God, you almost got killed by a car. Now that was annoying. Thank you. Thanks. I find that more annoying than what that truck did. That truck, he's a professional driver. He knows he made a mistake just then. He braked and he apologised. We all make mistakes all the time. And the vast majority of our mistakes don't end up with catastrophe. Don't. That guy will learn. You know, whereas the bloke that just did that before in that van, you know, that's not a mistake. That's not a mistake. That's just rudeness. That's him just, he's seen me because he's gone around me. He's gone around me and then just pulled straight in front of me. He could have waited another 3 seconds, you know, so I got more annoyed by that guy in the van than the truck, who, if he had hit me, I would have been in trouble. But I was aware he was there. I waved my hand in front of him to get even more attention. He then saw me, braked. No drama. Anyway, hope you have a great day, and see you tomorrow.